welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to show you how to make this card. So again, this is another one for my swaps. So I'm taking a 6x4 inch card, the Sunny Studios basic background stamps, and I'm using the checkered one. I'm also taking the So Many Sentiments by Neat and Tangled for my sentiment, which is happy birthday, and then I'm also taking Carnival cupcakes with the stamp and the coordinating dies. So I've just taken my card base and I'm taking the ladybug stamp ink, and I'm going to stamp the checkered stamp, and I'm going to stamp that twice and make sure it's lined up, and this is what I'll end up with. And as you can see, that stamp isn't long enough, but it's just so hard to try and line up the ends, so I'm just going to trim it. So it isn't a 6x4 inch card anymore, but it's just easier to tell you that so you can work out how much you need to trim down. So I'm bringing in all the images that I want, and I'm going to stamp them using my TUXEDO black ink, and I'm using some cartridge paper, and I'm going to do some colouring in with my PROMARKERS. I'll insert a time frame of where to skip to, I'll insert some music, and I'll also speed this up a little bit, and I will see you in a second. Finished colouring, I'm just taking the coordinating dies and I just die cut these all out. I'm taking my multi-matte medium glue and I'm just going to adhere all the images that I want, which is the cupcakes with the cupcake cases. So the cases that come with these, obviously the stamp is literally this, so if you stamp this and you was expecting to colour it, then it wouldn't be possible. So I do recommend just making sure you use a coloured ink if that's what you want. But they do have a different cupcake case, which is like a normal kind of cupcake. It's hard to explain, but they do have one which is like just normal kind of cupcakes with the lines, which is just like an outline more than an inline, so you could colour that one in. But these three, well, I should say two designs, you have to colour with inks. I also took all the mini stamps, so they obviously in this set we have a big bear, a small bear, a big lion, a small lion, a big rabbit, a small rabbit, a big sheep, and then a small sheep. And I never actually thought I'd be using the little mini images for anything, but I ended up doing so. And this is what I ended up doing. So I'm just working out my placements and what I want it to look like. I didn't know what to do for the cupcakes. I don't know, they don't necessarily look that realistic, but I think it's just a fun little colourful card. Because I notice a lot of my colour combinations are pretty much the same thing over and over again. So originally I was going to have one of the little images holding the cherry, but it just didn't look right. So I ended up placing the cherry on top of the cupcake in the middle, which was a lot easier and a little bit more realistic. And I wonder if you could make the one in the middle with like the whipping motion into like an ice cream, because I think it kind of looks like an ice cream like swirl, if that makes any sense. Maybe not. Let me know down in the comments, guys. Do you think you could use this for ice cream? So I'm now bringing in my stamp platform, and I'm going to stamp the image from So Many Sentiments, which is an Eat and Tangle product. The last time I checked when I was filming this, which was April, it was still in stock. So if the link still works, then go and buy it. But if it doesn't, it just means it's been out of stock for a while and they're no longer gonna bring products back in from the company. I do feel kind of bad and upset because like I only just like started to notice Neat and Tangled, and that was like an off chance, and you know, I kind of love all their stamp sets and like I wish I could buy them all, but obviously it's a little unfair for you guys because I know a lot of people would want to go out and buy it anyways. But the reason they shut shop is because they felt like they wasn't fully committed to it anymore because they were doing something different. And then also the fact is that every stamp set they came out with, somebody else came out with something a lot similar, so they thought that maybe people could just appreciate somebody else's designs instead. So I'm gonna bring in some 3D foam adhesive squares just to prop up my middle cupcake, just to make it look like it's more in the front than the back. Also, as you can see at the side, I have some So Crafty assorted sequins. These came from Aldi, which is a store we have in the UK. I did find it on their website, so I will leave that linked in the description. I do not know if you can get them in anywhere else in the world if they don't have an Aldi near you, so I do apologise for that. But this is the most colourful sequin set that I own, and I wanted this card to be more colourful, so that is why I used it. Also, some point, guys, I'm going to be doing a tape runner comparison video, a glue comparison video, and maybe another comparison video for something, because I can't remember it off the top of my head. But I think I have like 3 different things that I want to try and see which is the best. So I hope you guys all enjoy those, because I definitely would find somebody who did one helpful. So yeah. So I'm going to bring in my wink of Stella, and I'm going to add that to the cupcakes, which is again not very realistic, but I think it just makes these cupcakes stand out a little bit. And then I also bring in my glossy accents for the cherry and the noses and that. And I also put glossy accents in every sequin just so it looks more like an embellishment more than, what's the word? A sequin. And then I do also put glossy accents on the little, like toppings, if you want to call it that. I'm not entirely sure. But that is it for the video, guys. Obviously, I do bring in my personal stamp for the back. But this card is again for another person in my swap, so I hope she likes it when she receives it. And I will see you in my next video, guys. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, follow me on my social media, and go and check out the girl I send this to and her social media. And I will see you in my next video, guys. Stay safe, happy crafting, and let me know any video ideas you guys want to see, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.